Hello there, world of tankers. I am Blitz, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over the T28 HTC, or the T28 concept. Now, this is a Tier 7 American tank destroyer, which has just come out in the store this morning if you are watching this video today. If you're watching another day, it is out still probably. It'll be out for the next week or so. But this is the American Tier 7 tank destroyer. It is a premium and it has a very, very sweet camo that you can pick up on it. I think it's 8,000 gold in the store, but I'm going to go over the tank, how to take it out, and as well with some pretty good gameplay that you are seeing. So starting off the statistics of this tank, it has 1200 hit points, which is a very big buff on what it used to have. It used to only have 1000, so they managed to give it quite a bit more hit points. And it also has a view range of 266.1 meters, which is pretty good. Now the firepower of this tank, it has actually 2,450 damage per minute, which is also not very bad. It can deal the damage. It only has about a 7.5 second reload. The penetration is okay. It's only 181, and if you're running calibrated, it goes up to 190, which is what I run. The APCR penetration is also 224, and with calibrated that goes to 235, but the damage is only 260, and the damage with AP is 310. If you are used to the T29 or you know that gun, that is the same gun on this tank. This just has a better reload. Now, you can see that this tank actually has a very nice aiming arc, which makes this tank very unique. This tank can aim 30 degrees each way, which is 60 degrees in total, which is very, very nice. You can see if you pull around that corner with this tank, it is almost impossible to penetrate it. Now that player isn't doing a great job at angling there, but you can see the angle I'm at, he is having almost an impossible time trying to penetrate. And the dispersion on this gun isn't terrible, it is 0.362, so you actually can hit your shots. Now, this tank has 4.4 degrees of gun depression, which is okay, it's almost 5 degrees. It used to be a lot worse at 2 degrees, however, so that is a big buff. Now the speed forwards is 29, so it's not super fast, and backwards it only goes 10. However, it used to be much, much slower. As this tank weighs 70 tons, it used to have a very bad power to weight ratio. Very slow turning speed, and it now goes 30 degrees each second. So it is much quicker, and you can see you are able to maneuver it. It used to be just so much worse, but now this tank is actually pretty good. And you can see we've already blocked 2,290 damage, and we've done 2,269 damage. I'll go over the armor profile in the next clip of replay just to show you how thick this tank is, but it is very good. Now you can see the weak spot on this tank are the little boobs on the side, or the gun ports. You could see that when I was shooting at that T28 HTC, but you can see a better view here. The only part you can really penetrate are those spots. He's trying to shoot me through that front track wheel. Don't do that. This tank actually has very thick armor. You can see though right in the side of the little gun ports, and you can get an easy pen. 1, 2, 3, dead. Now you can do a pretty good job of angling it back and forth, as you can see that guy there did, but it still is pretty easy to hit. But when you bring this tank around a corner, as you saw the guy there from Chrono was doing, it actually makes it a very, very hard penetration, even for most tier 8s. Now you can load premium rounds and they will pretty easily go through. Now, the post-game results for this game, we blocked 3,050 damage, which is insane, and we managed to deal out 3,212. 45,000 credits, and that was with premium. Didn't fire much APCR, so it doesn't earn crazy credits, but it doesn't really matter. This is more of a unique, fun vehicle. I really do like it, though, and it does everything it needs to. It's fairly mobile. It has a very good gun for what it is, and it's just a pretty good tank. But let's get stuck into that second replay. Now, first off, I'll get straight into the armor. You can see that it has about 200 to 205 thick on the front, which is very thick, judging that it's just a big flat plate. Now, that is pretty impressive. However, against tier 8s, it is not super impressive. An IS3 has 225 millimeters of pen, which means that they are not going to struggle penetrating. Now, if you do use the 30 degrees of the gun arc this tank actually gets, it makes that front plate into 228 thick. And with that 4%, which I do run, it probably makes that front plate up to 240 thick, which is very, very nice. which means that tier 8s are going to have a hard time penetrating without dabbing that APCR, or heat. But yes, this tank has very thick armor, as you can see. Now, when side scraping, you only want to show that gun, because if you do it a little bit more, you can see that there's a little bit of armor that's only about 175 thick. But it really doesn't matter. This tank has very thick armor. Now, you can shoot next to the gun if you do have very high penetration, but you need over 250 millimeters to 240, so that is one thing to keep in mind. Now, you can also shoot the top of this tank. You can see the little cupolas at the top. Those are about 63 to 100 thick, so actually if you do run an RHM and you have a top-down view of this tank, you may be able to penetrate a high explosive on that. Now, the sides of this tank are not very thick, at about 100 thick. The whole side is about 100, and the rear of this tank is only 50, so get that high explosive out if you do want to hit it. Now, the little weak points on the sides, the gun ports, are only about 106 thick to 150, so even tier 6s are able to penetrate it. So do remember that, shoot at those gun ports. Now, you can see this match here. This stupid little Y5 is really ruining my day, but we've already managed to block 2,900, now 3,130 damage, and that Y5 is realizing he is screwed. The HE was just not enough to penetrate him, and he shoots the track again. It really did annoy me. However, we are going to be the ones getting the last laugh as we slam that shell into him. Now, we've managed to block 3,290 damage, which is crazy. This tank has an amazing damage, armor profile, and this was even a tier 8 match that IS-6 had a very hard time penetrating. We managed to penetrate an HE right in the rear, 475 damage. And now we do have this RHM, who we are going to slam an HE right into and bounce that shell. We have pretty much blocked 4,000 damage this game and dealt 3,183. So you can see this tank is very, very nice. I really do love it. I would suggest to pick it up 8,000 gold for this novelty. It only comes out once or twice a year. And with this camo, I don't think it has come out with the camo from last year. So I really would suggest to pick it up. Again, 50,000 credits, not a great credit coefficient, but we did earn credits, 3,183 damage, and this tank's just a blast to run. I played these games one after each other, you can see, and it was just real fun playing it. It wasn't really tough, and I really would suggest to get it. That's just my opinion, though. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks.